Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel and today's episode of Joe's Bits and Bobs. In this episode we'll talk about the tariffs that are ongoing and give you some updates. My brother and some updates on my mother, though I explained in the last video that we're on a roller coaster ride, and indeed we are. But we will go through that all in today's Joe's Bits and Bobs. Stay tuned, roll that intro. All right, before we head into the intro, I just wanted to give a shout out. This is the second month that Jez Nemo is in the good tier. Good tier is at $9.99 a month, and every month I'm gonna shout out your name, and I'm going to try to do it at least at the beginning of the month in Bits and Bobs. So thank you for being a member, and thank you for supporting the channel. And I'll have updates also on my mother. I'll post it on the in the community tab. Right now, not doing too well. So I did, so whatever I said in this video, I'm going to leave it in there. So I just wanted to let you know she's not doing too well right now, but, well, we're all having thoughts and prayers. And again, I thank everyone for the support. It means a lot to me. All right, so for the second time, let's roll that intro. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing today? Hope you're having a great day and had a good week. My week was a little bit on a roller coaster ride. I will give updates first on what has happened since then, and then I'll go on my thoughts on the ongoing tariff situation. All right. So, about not even, I would say 12 hours after posting the midweek update, my brother called me. And he demanded me to take down the video, or he's going to call the police. And I'm like, Andrew, or Andy, we can't. I can't. I mean, this is what we've been told at the time, what's happening. Apparently it's changed since then. We're getting all sorts of different answers that I'm not going to go into. But, the thing is that, he's a difficult person to deal with. He's got to realize that. He's got to realize it's, not 100% about him all the time. But I do not want to make these videos on Andy. I really don't. But what he did the other day kind of forced me to make an update on that. So this one's on you, Andy. Don't threaten me with the police for making a video of my opinions and what we've been told at the time. Please don't. Because this is why everybody don't really like you. And it's just gotta stop. Just gotta stop. So that's an update on my brother. I mean, I'm still willing to go to Erie, Pennsylvania if everything works out. I gotta straighten up this camera. Just hold on one second. One thing with a selfie stick, and that's why I want to get a gimbal. is it can go on crooked. But yeah. So with that said, I want to give you a little update on my mother. Yeah, last time I talked, I said we're on a roller coaster ride. Indeed, we are. We are on a roller coaster ride. I mean, she did finally eat the following day. So, in fact, she ate so well that she wanted a meatball sub. So that's good there. But right now, like I said, it's still a roller coaster ride. And I don't know what the future brings yet. I mean, I'm still hoping and praying in the back of my head and everything that, you know, she comes through and comes home. Actually, she said to us that she would love it if she were to come home. So maybe she has motivation now to get out of where she's at and head back home. So yeah, there's an update on her. I mean, I just, pray every day that she gets stronger and we can bring her back home. All right. And I don't want to go too much into politics or stuff like this, but the other day I had a random comment, I'll show it on the screen, saying that, the reason why he's subscribed is because I'm a Trump supporter, when I never actually proclaimed that. I mean, I support my president all the time, no matter who's in office. A lot of things that I didn't like about what Joe Biden did. In fact, believe it or not, the very first president that I did vote for was Obama back in 2012 because I didn't like Mitt Romney, and this was before I realized what the news was doing. So I voted for Obama, and another reason why, because I talked with someone close to, I think it was Hillary Clinton or something, and one of my concerns back then was I have asthma, and the health insurance is working part-time back then. Even now, you can't get health insurance through the company. So I was like, it would be nice if companies could, help you out with health insurance, especially for those that do need it. But I never wanted what was then passed, the Affordable Care Act, where if you don't have insurance, you'll be penalized. I thought that was wrong. I still think that was wrong, because there are people who do not need health insurance, and why should they be penalized for not needing it? So, and then Benghazi. We all know the story about Benghazi. And of course, with what happened with Bill Clinton in the 90s. And then, what happened with Andrew Cuomo. I mean, I'm just looking at it through a broad stance. I do have principles that I do like to follow. And one of those principles is looking for the truth. How do I do that? How do we look for the truth? Well, the easy answer would be just to, read the news, not just any news, but both sides. Read one or two publications from a liberal news company and one or two news sources from a conservative news company. And then, as our former Vice President Kamala Harris said, make a Venn diagram. She loves Venn diagrams. Mark all the differences, mark all the similarities. The similarities is how you would more likely find what's true. Another way to find out what's true, go to the source directly. Play back the whole speech. I did that with Donald Trump's Charlottesville speech, where they just cut out after where he said there are fine people on both sides, and they ended it there for most of the mainstream news companies. But if you were to read or play that whole video, you will realize 10 to 20 seconds down the road, he did condemn neo-Nazis and white supremacists. And another thing I don't like is the mainstream news. You know, they hid the fact that Joe Biden really wasn't all up there. They hid that from you. And that debate last June showed it. If a news company is willing to hide someone's health, what else are they willing to hide? I mean, this is the questions we got to answer and ask. Because it wasn't just the news that hid Joe Biden's health, it was also Kamala Harris. And Kamala Harris, when asked if she would do anything different, she said no, she wouldn't do anything different. So, there's that. I mean, there are things I don't like about Trump. I don't like how he talks. I mean, and I said this to a customer or coworker, I don't remember which, but I said if the goal was to get peace in Europe from the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, if the goal was peace, and he didn't want to call Putin a dictator because he was afraid that's going to hamper peace negotiations, he shouldn't have said that to Zelensky as well. And I think that's what led to the feud between Trump and Zelensky in the first meeting in the Oval Office. Sorry for the interruption. That was my dad. He called and said that he's on his way to go see my mom, so I'm going to head back so I can go see that as well. But anyways, getting back to Zelensky and the way Donald Trump speaks, he's not the great communicator. He's not a Ronald Reagan. I omit that. And the fact that he said those things to Zelensky is why I believe there's still the war going on in Ukraine and Russia, as well as, in Israel. I mean, I still have hopes that he will get the war settled, but when you say stuff like that, it would set you back. It will set you back a lot, in my opinion. Moving on to tariffs. I have mixed feelings about tariffs. I understand why Trump's doing it. He wants to bring manufacturing back to the States, back to our country. The fact that we lost 90,000 manufacturing plants in the last several decades, 97,000 plants, not workers, says a lot. And because it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you have 10 to 20,000 workers in each of these plants, you're talking about millions of jobs that left overseas. There used to be a plant on Wheeler Street in the city of Tonawanda, Spalding Fiber. I'm not sure when they left, but they probably left right before I was born. It seemed like they could have had like 5 to 10,000 workers. General Motors on Kenmore Avenue, back in its heyday, had tens of thousands of workers. Now it has only a few hundred. So the idea is to stop getting these companies from moving out of the States by trying to negotiate a deal with other nations. I don't think these tariffs are going to be permanent. I just think they're negotiating a tactic. And what's happening with China with their tariffs, it kind of sounds like China doesn't want to try to negotiate. They want to try to fight it out. I don't know how this is going to end for either country, but I'm willing to give it a year. If it doesn't work out, then we got to start saying, hey, maybe we got to do something a little different. Maybe the government should pitch in and start building factories again so we can have these jobs back in the States. Another reason factories, plenty of reasons why these factories moved out overseas. Labor costs, $25 an hour compared to like pennies on the dollar overseas in China. Of course they're going to go to China. Cheaper for labor. Another big one is regulations. China doesn't really have many regulations when it comes to manufacturing. So you can get away with a lot more in China in terms of pollution. So, I mean, I don't know. You guys let me know down in the comments below. What do you think about the tariffs? Do you think it's a good move, bad move, or is it yet to be seen? Because I think it's still too early to tell. Too early to tell, and we gotta give it some time. But yeah, in the short term, we might have to go through some pain. But in the long term, if we get our manufacturing jobs back and millions can stop living off of McDonald's and Walmart salaries and actually work at factory plants again, which will give you a lot more money, I think we'll be better off. I mean, the stock market right now, it's fluctuating because of the uncertainty. I mean, people think stock markets is the actual representation of the economy. It's not. It's just based off of, whether or not something's going to be there tomorrow. I know some of you don't like Trump, and that's okay. I mean, I wish it was someone else. I wish it was someone younger. But at the same point, nobody stepped up. And the fact that prominent Democrats are now coming out to actually support him tells me something as well. Some of them are starting to see that, yeah, we should, in fact, work together on a bipartisan basis. And what should be done? It really does, because I think we'd be a better country if we weren't constantly fighting each other. And like I said in the last video, agree to disagree is the basis. I mean, one thing I do believe with Ronald Reagan, as I did watch one of his videos back from 1929, And he said one thing I definitely agree. There is no left or right. There's only up or down. Up towards prosperity or down towards authoritarianism. And those that are willing to trade off their freedom and security are on that downward path. So, I mean, I recommend you guys, if you haven't seen the video, it's on the Ronald Reagan Foundation YouTube channel. It's called A Time for Choosing. I mean, Ronald Reagan was he was a fantastic speaker. And it probably takes it back because he was a actor. Well, yeah, Donald Trump's no Ronald Reagan when it comes to speeches. And does he tell the truth all the time? No, he doesn't. We all lie. We all lie for some odd reasons we do. And so does the news channels. I mean, after all, news channels, they want to sell you the news. And how do they sell you the news is they have to find out what you believe in. And then they attack it. Liberal channels will promote liberal media. Conservative channel, conservative media. You want to get the actual news? You would watch a little bit of both of those channels. That's how you get the truth. Any other way, I don't believe you'll be getting the truth. And with that said, like I said, I support the president no matter who's in office. And if they make bad decisions, I'll point it out. If they make good decisions, I'll point it out. Like one bad decision Trump made, saying Zelensky's a dictator. Because, like I said, delays in negotiations for peace. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this week's Bits and Bobs. It's actually a longer video today. Let me know what you thought down below. If you like this content, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, just hit the thumbs down. If you really enjoyed, consider subscribing. Also, I'm trying to walk home at the same time, but also, if you really want to support the channel out, consider becoming a member. Membership starts at $2.99 a month, and they include early access to videos, just like this one. And thank you, and have a great day, and let's pray and everything works out in the end, as we are all on a roller coaster ride.